feel any different than OTA?
Yes, it's mandatory, so it does feel different. We up the reps a little bit. The intensity obviously is it's up. Everyone's engaged, so it's different. Absolutely.
It looks like the defense wanted to say something here today. They were sending a message, it seemed.
That's been the entire spring. It's been back and forth. And the offense, in my opinion, today they responded with a big stick. They've competed all spring. That's what we want. We want both sides to compete equally.
Looked like Garrett Bowles got a little more action with the first offense today. What kind of progress have you seen from him this offseason?
A lot of progress. It's a tough spot to play as a rookie, and it takes a lot of football IQ to play left tackle in the NFL. When he knows what to do, he can block his guys. So his talent shows. The ultimate issue is knowing what to do and how to do it. But he's a first-round pick for a reason. He's a talent.
Vance, a couple of weeks ago, you said the offense, some of the plays were this long and
Sure.
it could be a little complicated. How close is your offense to digesting it and knowing what to do?
A lot better. Our final install was last week, so now we're more into a review phase of the first 10 installs. So it looks better. The communication's a lot cleaner.
Vance, what do you hope that Thursday when you walk away with this that you know about this football team that you can apply moving forward in the summer?
Well, that's tough because everyone's learning right now. But in my opinion, what's important for us is to have a great foundation going to camp, and offensively, what I witnessed today, was that happening. It's big plays being made. Guys know where to go and how to do their job, and that's important. Defensively, just keep building on our new change-ups, so to speak. That group's engaged, they're competitive. So, that's my goal, in my opinion, to kind of leave here with a foundation to compete during the summer.
With Paxton and Trevor, how important is it that when they make a mistake, they shake it off and can make a good play pretty quickly right now?
That's very, very important. A couple weeks ago, that was our emphasis with the quarterbacks. After a bad play, how do we correct that bad play and make it into a positive play the next play? So that's critical playing that position. It's going to be some bad plays, but how do you bounce back from those bad plays is important.
Feels like every week we're asking about Isaiah McKenzie. What can you tell us this week about him?
He is explosive. He is fast. He plays fast all the time. He can do a lot of things for us as far as punt returning, playing some halfback, being a slot guy. He's a smart guy, and he's very competitive. So he's a guy that should help us in the fall.
What's the update on A.J. Derby? Didn't have a helmet out there today.
He's got a slight hamstring. It's probably about 75-85%. If it was a game week, he probably could go. But it being a mini camp and not wanting guys to leave here injured, to have a chance to train for 5 weeks is important now. So we're being smart there. Let's get him through this week and get him healthy so he can go home and train. He can come back in the fall and compete.
It looked like you're giving some different looks on the line, with the young kid Garrett, where he was, and even Leary. Can you talk about him? Explain what was going on there?
Well, we move Max back to the left guard, and we try and Leary at right guard, and hopefully that's a better mesh for us. Leary played left the entire spring, and Max played the right. So we think Max more comfortable playing left, and Ronald, he doesn't care. So that's the best thing for us. I'm sorry.
Bowles at this point?
Bowles is alternating with Ty at left tackle, so every other series.
We saw Kyle Pickelman back to
Yeah.
Do you have any update on
He's being evaluated for a foot injury. I'm not sure what it is, but he went down with a foot injury.
Yesterday, rookies were out in the community. What does it mean to see the guys out there?
That's important. To be a part of this football team is special. It's a special community, a special franchise. So they have a chance to go out and be a Bronco in the community is important for us.
Speaking of rookies, Jake Butt in the helmet for the first time. How's he coming along?
He's coming along well. The plan won't change for Jake. I mean, he's going to be a guy that's going to be probably a PUP guy, probably starting camp. So not much have changed.
I know it could be difficult to sort of slot these undrafted guys, but
Sure.
it seems like Hunter Sharp's gotten a lot of work.
Yeah.
Return game, do you like him?
He's worked hard. I mean, he's run good routes. He's made some plays in the pass game. So he's a guy we definitely, eyeballing for the fall training camp.
There's some receivers available out there.
Sure.
Hardman heartthrob Eric Dicker.
Heartthrob. For you or for me? Who are you speaking for, Mike? For all of you guys.
Everybody.
I'm married. I don't know about you guys.
So am I.
Okay.
For mailbaggers out there.
I got you.
Interested, or where are you standing?
We've drafted 2 young guys that we're excited about. It's a full room, guys. It's going to be tough to find 6 to make our roster. So we can't add anyone right now. We're satisfied with what we've got in that room. It's a competitive room. It's a young room. So we're satisfied.
As far as the tight ends, Gary Barnes is still around, and he had said he had spoken to some of his coaches who were here with the Broncos. Has there been any interest in that?
Not really. It's early. It could be later on, but right now, not really.
Coach, there were a few scuffles out there today. How do you balance players being aggressive?
I didn't see that. Did you see that?
How do you balance players being aggressive as a head coach and not crossing the line?
It's guys competing, and what you said, not crossing the line, that's accurate. We can't cross the line. We're teammates, and being a good teammate's important. That's going to happen. Guys are competing. Guys want to win a role in this football team. So that happens from time to time, but it cannot be personal.
Surprised to see Derek Wolfe in that mix?
I'm not at all. I mean, that's his personality, but I'm excited to see our guys take a stand offensively.
Your quarterback competition, coach.
Yes.
Still even Steven? Do you see Paxton getting much better? How do you see it as you're almost done here?
Yeah, they're both getting better, Mike. Again, it's hard to give a true evaluation right now with these guys because it's so much learning going around those guys. It's been positive plays by both guys. It's been big throws by both guys. It's been some terrible throws by both guys. Our mindset has not changed. That's going to start more in the fall. So as we watch these guys, we're just coaching and trying to improve every day. So we get to the fall, we have a true evaluation.
Is it difficult, you think, I don't know, for the locker room, for one guy to step up and be the leader when he knows he might not be the guy?
I think it's awkward for guys to, be in a competition to be the quarterback and to be a leader. Because if you're not the guy, it's kind of not natural to portray being a guy. So it's awkward, but they've both been told they have to do it. You have to assume you're going to win the job and lead this football team.
And do you still think this will go down to the wire? You talked about it going as far as deep in the camp as you'd like. Has that changed though?
It has not, guys. I don't have a timetable on it. It could be the first week of camp. It can be the end of preseason. I'm not sure. When I see a clear separation, I'll call it off.
How much does the defense decide that for you? I know preseason games will, but how much does your own defense?
Our defense
help you decide what your quarterback's ready to do?
It's just practice. So I mean, they're playing against the same players every day. So obviously, if one guy's playing better than the other, he's obviously outperforming that guy. So defense is really irrelevant, to this competition.
A few more for the coach.
What's the most important thing both of those guys can do in the 6 weeks or so between when they leave here?
Right.
Friday?
Continue to study, and that's everyone on this football team. We put a lot of football in, from the OTAs until in the minicamp here. What we don't want is guys to come back and be on 0. If you leave a 10, come back an 8. That's fair, but you can't come back a 0, and that's important for everyone on this football team with a new coaching staff in place here.
Yeah, so what part of the grade is the off-season program for the quarterbacks? If you're really starting to compete in camp, what part of the grade is this part here?
This part, probably 0 to none, guys, to be honest. I mean, it's going to be one on the football field. It's going to be one in the games in preseason, and that's where the evaluation starts, in my opinion.
So you've kept your word that this was the learning period?
Absolutely. That has not changed from myself or the staff.
You said it can be awkward in the locker room with Paxton and Trevor trying to, step up and be leaders even though they're not the guy yet. Are you looking, though, for one of them to maybe step up and take that?
Well, not the locker room, so to speak. More on the football field. That's the awkward part because, it's just tough when you're not named the guy to kind of portray being the guy. The locker room, both guys are fine. Their teammates love playing for them, and that part won't be an issue inside.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.